That was coming my way. So I was like, there's the check, at least there's $50. But then there's these 3 other checks that I had no idea. Light, here's mine. And I left that morning with the $20 I had in my pocket. I probably spent it on a really good breakfast. and for the first time, I actually felt like, well, I don't know what's going to happen, but not my problem. I'll wait. And I honestly left it on the floor because I had no choice. Because if I had been left to my own designs to continue trying to manage and control my career and do everything I was supposed to do, the Lord helps those who help themselves. That's actually not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. And I'm like, where is that page? Where is it? And so I got back that afternoon to my apartment and just, wondering what's going to happen next and really curious to see how God might show up, if he would show up. I knew he would show up. And I opened my mailbox and there were 4 checks in the mail. And I said, oh, no. These aren't real. I was expecting, I knew there was going to be $50 coming from, so one of the things that John alluded to, I produced and performed in a passion play with Maria Vargo from GK Chesterton Entertainment, who's outside. So go get the DVD because you can see one of the passion plays that we staged called The Last Days. So we had performed that in the church I was going to. And I knew I had like a $50 reimbursement check from some makeup or something that I bought. So I knew there was that was coming my way. So I was like, there's the check, at least there's $50. But then there's these 3 other checks that I had no idea where they were from or what they were for. And one of them, as an actor, when you work as an actor on a show, on a TV show typically, years later, you can still make a couple of bucks here and there from what they call residuals. So every time they show the program somewhere, anywhere in the world, an actor makes a little bit of money. It's kind of how he supports himself as a career because of the inconsistency of the lifestyle. And so one of those checks, I think, was a company that had paid out residuals, that hadn't paid out residuals in like 4 years. And so I set up my phone on my bed and I just documented the moment because I could not believe